What made your base commander personally intervene? Our supply sergeant was stealing everything that wasn't nailed down. Food, fuel, medical supplies, even toilet paper. Selling it all to local contractors and pocketing the cash. Sergeant Davis had been at it for months. Smart about it too. Small amounts, falsified paperwork, blamed shortages on enemy attacks. Classic embezzlement operation. The rest of us were living like prisoners, eating expired MREs while Davis drove around in a new pickup truck. His wife back home suddenly had designer handbags and jewelry. We tried reporting it through proper channels. Company commander brushed us off. Davis was his drinking buddy, covered for him during inspections. Battalion staff didn't want to hear complaints from enlisted guys. Then winter hit hard. Temperatures dropped to -20. Our heating oil started running low. Davis claimed supply convoy got hit by insurgents. Pure lie. Guys were getting frostbite during guard duty, sleeping in full gear just to stay warm. Medical reported 3 cases of hypothermia in 1 week. That's when Private Wilson got desperate. Kid from Florida, never experienced real cold before. Started a fire in his tent using cardboard and lighter fluid. Tent went up like a torch. Wilson barely escaped with second-degree burns on his hands and face. Lost everything he owned. Almost died from smoke inhalation. Fire spread to 2 other tents before we got it controlled. 3 soldiers hospitalized. Thousands of dollars in equipment destroyed. During the investigation, Wilson told the truth. I was freezing to death. Haven't had proper heat in 6 weeks. Davis keeps saying supplies are coming, but nothing ever arrives. Base Commander Colonel Martinez showed up personally the next morning. Full bird colonel doesn't visit forward operating bases unless something's seriously wrong. Started asking questions, real questions. Why was heating oil rationed? Where were the medical supplies? How come the dining facility ran out of food twice last week? Davis tried his usual excuses. Enemy activity, supply chain disruptions, administrative delays. Colonel wasn't buying any of it. Martinez ordered a complete audit. Brought in investigators from division headquarters. Forensic accountants, military police, the works. Full criminal investigation. Took them 3 days to uncover the whole operation. Davis had stolen over $200,000 worth of supplies. Had been running his own black market operation with local contractors. But here's the kicker. Davis wasn't working alone. Company commander was getting a cut. Even the battalion supply officer was involved. Whole corrupt network. Colonel Martinez cleaned house. Davis got court-martialed, sentenced to 8 years in military prison. Company commander relieved of duty, career destroyed. Supply officer faced federal charges. Meanwhile, replacement supplies arrived within hours. Proper heating, fresh food, medical equipment, everything we'd been missing for months. Base transformed overnight. Colonel stayed for a week. 8 meals with enlisted personnel, checked living conditions personally, made sure new leadership was trustworthy. Before leaving, he addressed the entire base. No soldier under my command will suffer because of corruption. Anyone stealing from their fellow troops answers directly to me. Wilson recovered from his burns, but still has scars on his hands. Colonel made sure he got the best medical treatment available, even arranged for his family to visit during recovery. Davis's wife had to sell everything. House, cars, jewelry, all of it seized by federal marshals. She filed for divorce before his trial even started. The new supply sergeant was a 20-year veteran with spotless record. Everything ran perfectly after that. No more shortages, no more missing equipment, but the real change was trust. Knowing that command actually cared about enlisted welfare, that reports of problems would be taken seriously, that corruption wouldn't be tolerated. 3 months later, our base had the highest morale rating in the entire theater. Re-enlistment rates went up 40%. Performance evaluations improved across the board. That fire probably saved lives, not just Wilson's, but everyone suffering under Davis's theft. Sometimes disaster reveals the truth people don't want to see.